Mm-hmm.
If Kyle Tucker is really in tune on moving on after the Cubs, what's to keep him from doing his best baseball this season?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would make sense why he's cranking homers. He's going to
Mm-hmm.
have 8 homers by the end of April.
Yeah.
Um, that's his audition tape for hey, take me, other teams.
Kyle Tucker's been absolutely insane. And Tim, this is where I'm going to lead us in a little different direction to end the show on. A little brief discussion. So, right now, the big thing, if you type Cubs into Google, one of the first things that's going to pop up is Kyle Tucker, extension, Kyle Tucker. After that,
Easily.
Is us trading for a starting pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, the question I'm going to start off this conversation with is, are we overreacting to an extension being done right away because he's playing well, but also because now we saw Vladdy get paid with the Jays, and now it's like in the hierarchy, it's like, oh, Vladdy was always the top dog. He was always the one that's like, oh man, if he doesn't sign, he's the best free agent. Now it's Kyle Tucker. Now Kyle Tucker's the one that's like, yeah, if the Cubs don't sign him, he's going to be approached by everybody in the offseason.
I gotta ask GM Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
This is his last year as a Cub.
Yes, he is on a contract year.
What kind of contract can we offer him?
So I will say this right now. So right now he's making 16.5. He'll be a free agent at the end of the year. To use it in perspective, Vlad Guerrero Jr. just signed a $500 million 14-year contract.
Fuck out of here. I mean, like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
For what? For 14 years? So he's making 35.7 a year? To put it in yearly average?
I want to reiterate to the audience that Ricky is... A lot of you don't know this, but Ricky is involved in the Cubs organization in the front office. It really bugs me to know this. I'm jealous of him, but he is in there, and we need to respect his authority.
Wow.
What kind of contract do you think we could get out of Kyle Tucker? And B, how old is he?
He is right now 28. He just turned 28 on January 17th. The greatest birthday in the world.
Him an 8-year contract?
Say that one more time.
Or less. Would you give Kyle Tucker an 8-year contract or less? Not whatever the money is. Would you commit 8 years to him or no?
Yes. He's 28. He's 28, dude. The only thing I'll put it this way, and the Vlad Guerrero contract is going to be the one that everyone like kind of looks at right now. Is he going to get Vlad money? Maybe not. But if he had money, but if he has
money, the money's going to be
there. But even years here's the thing. The Blue Jays offered Vlad 14 years, right? Vlad's 2 years younger than Kyle.
Yeah.
So Vlad's 26, Tucker's 28. If Vlad's getting 14,
a lot of players don't make it 14 years, and they offered him 14 years, 4 years into his career.
Yeah,
that's incredibly stupid.
So by the end of the contract, he will be 40. So basically, he's saying basically Blue Jay for life.
I guess so.
Basically, Vlad's going to be a Blue Jay for life, unless he's traded.
I assume that they're. I assume that they're eventually going to try to trade the contract.
Okay. Not this year, but like,
when that salary
mm-hmm.
per year becomes the norm,
Yeah.
In maybe 10 years, whatever the hell it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it just doesn't seem worth it. Like you sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to a 14-year contract.
Mm-hmm.
4 years in, he goes, "I want to play for another team." Boom! You have to trade him.
You don't have to.
Like, that's a players' league.
Yeah, you don't have to though. That's
Yeah, but like it almost means you have to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
The good thing though with the Cubs though, and like I'm looking, so like if we're looking at guys, right? So like Shota after this year has a mutual option of 15.2. So basically it's like either one could just say yes and boom, he's back at 15.2. Justin Steele will be looking into arbitration 3. Javier Assad arbitration 1. Ben Brown goes into pre-arbitration. The only guys that are UFAs for us at the end of the year, these are the names, Tim. Ryan Presley, Ryan Brazier, Caleb Thielbar, Brad Keller, and John Birdie and Kyle Tucker. Those are the only ones that will not have arbitration at all. They're straight up UFAs.
So the cumulative age is what, 35 on that?
Let's see. Kyle Tucker's 28.
Get fucked.
Birdie's 35.
We're not bringing Thielbar back. We're not bringing Presley back.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Presley, Brazier, and Thielbar, 36, 37, 38.
Eat ass. Fuck you.
But like that is to me, I look at that and I go, all right, this is good. The Cubs just need to focus on Kyle Tucker. I don't really care if a deal gets done now, as long as a deal gets done this year. However, Tim, I will say this, it might be in the Cubs' favor to get a deal done sooner rather than later, because here's my fear per se. My fear per se is that Kyle Tucker will continue to be playing as well, or if not a little bit worse, even if he drops, he's still phenomenally. And then if you get to halfway through the year, he goes, you know what? Maybe I will test free agency. Maybe I will see if a team values me a little bit more. The longer this goes on, I fear that Kyle might get in his head that, hey, how much does this team really value me? Look at what I'm doing. And I don't have a contract extension yet. Does this team even want me?
Well, Rick, I'll do you one better.
Mm-hmm.
If Kyle Tucker is really in tune on moving on after the Cubs, what's to keep him from doing his best baseball this season?
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense why he's cranking homers. He's gonna have 8 homers by the end of fucking April.
Yeah.
That's his audition tape for, hey, take me, other teams. If he's really in that mindset, I don't think he is.
So, question for you.
But like, what would make him a better candidate than doing a great job?
So, question for you. Do you think Kyle Tucker right now, beginning of the year, is thinking extension or thinking off season getting that contract?
Oh.
Do you think he's thinking about being a Cub long term? Or is he thinking, hey, you know what? If they offer me something, I'm not going to say no right away. I'll hear them out. But if I get to free agency, I'm not going to be mad.
If I'm Kyle Tucker, I'm thinking extension.
Okay.
Just because it's this early in the year, we don't know what this team could be.
Plus, the Cubs are playing phenomenally.
Dude, take those 2 fucking Japanese, Korean games out of it, whatever.
Yeah.
We're 7-3.
By the way, quick aside.
8-3 tonight.
Can I do a quick Assad here? A quick Javier Assad?
Assad.
Sure. Currently, we're recording this. Cubs are just ending the 4th. Already up 2-1. Are already up 2-0 on the Rangers.
what I'm saying.
Second inning, Miguel Amaya sacrifice fly, scored Michael Bush. And in the third inning, Ian Happ grounded to center, grounded into a fielder's choice, scored birdie. 2-0 Cubs.
It'd be a crying shame if Kyle Tucker decided to take his talents elsewhere, LeBron James style.
Yep.
I would understand it, but at this point, it wouldn't make any sense for him to be considering another team because it's A, one, too early, and B, you're the best hitting team in baseball right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that would literally make no sense.
Do you
for
think
him to be like, nah, I don't want to be here?
I'm gonna flip it now on you because I just had this thought while we were talking.
Flip it on me.
Let's flip it to the front office. Are they playing a little bit of a pussyfoot? Because is the front office thinking, and this is what I just thought, are they doing this of, you know what, let's not get a deal done right now. It's going to cost us more money because he's playing well. Let's see if he keeps it up. Let's see if we can get him for cheaper in the middle of the season. Or is it going to like bite him in the butt where it's like, wow, we should have got that deal done in April because it would have been a little bit cheaper.
No, I don't think he's the type of talent to like wait on and play into
I agree.
halfway through the year and be like, maybe we can get him for what, $500,000. I mean, these guys are fucking millionaires anyways.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. But like, no, they're greedy. They're greedy motherfuckers. There's no way. There's no way.
Like I will say this, I'm looking at next year's free agency because obviously you got to keep that in mind. You got to look ahead.
Oh, of course, yeah. And you're the GM, you have to tell us.
I just will say this. This is me giving my advice to the Cubs front office. It would behoove them not to fuck this up.
Behoove.
And the reason why I say this is we have 3 big free agents that are UFAs next year. We have leader in hits, Nico Horner, his Robin and Ian Happ, and Seiya Suzuki. All 3 of them are free agents at the end of next season.
Is that real?
And don't tell me. Yes, 2027, end of 2026, Ian Happ, Nico Horner, Seiya Suzuki. Do not try to tell me that none of them, all of them, all 3 of them are watching the Kyle Tucker situation and seeing how it's handled. They're looking, they're watching, they're not going to get involved in the business, but they're going to observe it because they're like, you know what? That's going to be me next year. And I want a little bit of a preface of how this team wheels and deals.
I think we just figured out our next topic that's not going to be discussed tonight.
Yes.
Fans, I'm sorry.
You're saying in the future.
Discussed tonight. But maybe in the future we talk about, is it possible to keep all 3?
Can I give you a quick side answer without answering the whole thing?
I think you should not give me an answer and wait until next episode.
I will tease with this. I won't give the answer, but I'll give a half answer. I named 3: Happ, Horner, Seiya Suzuki. My half answer is one of them will not be a Cub after next season.
2 out of 3.
Yep. One of them will not be a Cub after next season. You guys let me know down below who do you think that's going to be. Who do you think I think that'll be? Who do you think Tim thinks that'll be? And who do you think it'll be?
Well, Ricky, are you going to say who you think it's going to be next episode?
Next episode I will. If we talk about it next episode, I will.
Then yeah, you gotta fucking find out.
Yeah. Let me know who you think I mean down below, because one of those 3 will not be with the Cubs after next season. Do you think all 3 will stay? Or there's a chance all 3 will stay?
Oh man, there's two answers I want to give.
Okay.
Do I think they will, Or do I think it can happen?
Give me the second one. Do you think it can happen?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it definitely can happen.
Yeah, I don't think so, and one will be
easily
gone.
Can happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it will happen.
Yeah. Well,
I think there's some position they think they can upgrade on, and they might be wrong, and they might be right. But I don't think it will happen. I don't think all three of them are there.
As always, we'd like to thank the people that make these videos possible, our patrons whose names are displayed on the screen now. If you would like to become a patron, go ahead and click the Patreon icon in the bottom right. And if you'd like to check out another video from MVP Sports, hit the video in the upper left. As always, thanks for watching.